Good morning. It's Doyle here. We've just put up one video and we got plenty of time to put up another video. So this is the next step. If you've got a die cut kit, then we need to start releasing the parts. We know how big of we've measured our wing now, and we know the payload that we're working towards. We're hoping to build lighter than that payload. Now that payload is with the rubber band and everything ready to fly. That's how light we want this model to be when we get finished. Is we want to be under the wing payload. So 1 square inch equals 1 gram of weight on a completed model. Okay, let's release these parts. All right, I have a sanding bar here, and I have taken, I want to say thank you to Cliff Harvey. I was sanding it and then measuring the side, and Cliff Harvey, he's done the competitions before. He said just glue a 1/32 block to the sanding bar and it makes it much easier. So he's correct. So what I'm doing is I'm lightly, this is 80 grit sandpaper, or I think 80 grit. Let's check. We don't want to get, 80 grit sandpaper here. And it cuts pretty quick. So what I'm doing is making little short sanding motions here. And I'm pressing down against the glass. This is glass. And this sands it down to a 1/32 inch thickness. I think that's a 0.020 thickness. You can make it thicker if you want. But what I want to do is I want to sand until I'm not sanding anything anymore. And the sandpaper is just resting over top of it. Now I'm sanding with the grain. I'm not trying to go cross grain. And I don't want to sand and let the sanding dust get underneath the wood either. So be careful that you don't let the dust get under the wood or underneath the little sanding pads. This works really good. I was in the past putting tape on the printed side of the wood and taping it down and sanding it, which it worked good. It worked fine. But I'm going to keep sanding here until I can't sand anything else. And this will cause the pieces to easily be released. I'll do one here and then the rest off camera. This is give you a great idea, or maybe an idea. I don't know if it's a great idea, but it's great to me. See, the parts are really easily starting to try to come out already. Keeping your work surface clean is important because you don't want to build up the sandpaper, the dust, sanding dust underneath the little sanding blocks, or you're not accomplishing what you're wanting to accomplish. So I'm going to keep sanding here until I have not, I'm just basically floating over top of the wood and not sanding anything. That's a great idea, Cliff. I'm going to give you credit for that. We'll put your link in the bottom of this. He has done this little contest with us in the past. So, and he's a master builder. But I think he's learned a few things by doing this little beginner's class. You can say you haven't or have if you want to, Cliff. I don't know. He's a master builder, and he does a fantastic job with his models. And it's really nice to watch his videos. and he's willing to share building tips as well. So thank you, Cliff, for being there as a mentor to others as well. And thank you, John. There's a guy here that really helps out by the name of John. His last name starts with a K. I have a tough time pronouncing names, but as you can see, it's still sanding, but not as much now. Just making sure I'm even all the way across, no high spots, no low spots. And this is reducing the weight of the wood by being thinner, so that's making it helpful. Trying to keep it going all the way across, make sure I fully sand the model. Wood. All right. And then when you sand the back of it down to 1/32, and it's real easy for these pieces to just pop out very easy now. As you can see, they'll just fall out like a laser cut kit now. And I like doing that. It makes it thinner and lighter, plus the parts just pop out. So this is our next video. I'm trying to keep it simple videos. And look at there, they just come right out really nice and neat. Now, one piece don't make a model strong. It's all the pieces coming together that makes the model kit nice and strong. So thinning these pieces is look at there. That's what I want, just them to come all apart nice and easy, and not have to fight and struggle with all these little parts. They'll just come right out of there. Don't force it if it's still got a little bit of hardwood there, a little hard balsa. Just take the time to sand it, or use a little X-Acto knife and trim it out. So okay, guys, thank you for viewing. I got other things I got to do today, so this will probably be the last video for today. I've had my coffee. I've worked got up early, worked a few minutes on a model, and then go enjoy the day. Remember, modeling's a hobby. Keep in mind, modeling's a hobby, not a career. Now, there's a few people that make it their career, but I'm in Park and Recreation with the Academy of Model Aeronautics. And if you do not have AMA, I highly recommend being a part of AMA. It puts you with a community of guys that are in the same like-minded individuals that are wanting to build and fly and be creative, and come together in competition, and come together just in the camaraderie and the respect for each other in their craft of putting things together. So hope you're having a lovely day. Check out the links below to join AMA, and check out Cliff Harvey's video. I'm going to put his link in the bottom of this video as well, because he's a master craftsman and he does a very good job with his YouTube channel. And I don't monetize my channel at all. I'm an IP mentor with the AMA, and my goal is not for profit. My goal is to be here to be a mentor to you guys, that you will reach that goal of 22nd and not spend 5 years trying to figure it out. Because I spent many years trying to figure this out, because in competition everybody's kind of wanting to win. So you don't get the information you really need in competition. You're going to get the information you need from studying the plans and then forums and or having a mentor. I did have a few mentors that was helping me, and I'm very thankful for those guys. But even those guys during the times of competition, they was click a lock. They was very hush hush because they didn't during the times of the gnats and stuff. You're really not wanting to share the details that needed to make things fly. It's a contest, guys. So in the spirit of the contest, you're letting everybody figure it out on their own. But this is the time to learn. So, and this is not costing you anything except your time of participating in it. So thank you so much for being a part of this. I hope you find this enjoyable. Hope you find it educational. And if so, send the comment back to AMA saying thank you to AMA for allowing me to be a part of the IP program, and JCRC, that's the Tri-Cities Model Airport here in Johnson City, Tennessee. I live in North Carolina, but that is my local club now, is the Tri-Cities Model Airport, JCRC, and that group. Thank you, Vic. He's worked with and got with AMA saying they wanted me to stay as IP help for the newcomers, and I'm a member of the Brainbusters as well. So the shout out to those guys. So have a lovely day and God bless. We'll catch you on the next video.